Narayana. Congratulations, respected friends, for the beginning of Sri Rama Mandira in Ayodhya. I receive my respectful gratitudes for being regular in trying to listen to our Shastras. That great Jignasu in you, Mumukshu in you, has to be protected. So, too, the humble, simple Bhakta of Bhagavan, Sadhaka of the Sadhya, Shishya of the Guru, Sevaka of the world, and also the Dharma Samstapaka. All of that will continue when one in you is protected, and that is the Shrota of the Satsangas every day. Good, we are doing it, and to our luck and fortune, yesterday, along with the conclusion of mm, the Adhyatma Ramayana Shastra, 555 days, we are fortunate enough to start our Yoga Vasishta Shastra also. That's a great, great achievement. Why today I am finding it is to be ulta in the talk? Is it same? Somebody check it in YouTube and tell me. कुछ गड़बड़ दिख रहा है मुझे. Is it reversed or what? आ रहा है कि नहीं? Somebody check YouTube. Is it correct? So let us together that way salute with gratitude, with prayers to the Shruti Mata to be kind enough on us, to bless us with the Shravanam of hers every day. Shruti we are doing, Purana we are doing, Itihasa we are doing, Santavangmaya we are doing, Smriti we were missing. Yesterday we have started that also. Salutations let us extend to our great, great Guru Parampara, the Guru Tattva, the Swaguru, our Acharyas with single pointed minds and pure, humble, egoless dedication. Let us also recognize the presence and contribution of all Devata Gana in the maintenance of us, in the maintenance of all our personality layers, in the maintenance of our sadhana also. To them also gratitudes and prayers that they continue blessing us. And ask them to give us such sat buddhi that all these things are correctly, rightly utilized by us. The trick that is required to be known to make timely, complete, correct utilization of whatever we are provided with. So too, let us salute the Ishvara, the Ishtadevata. More important is his worship because under his ruling, governing, decision, blessing alone, total world, and we, the individual world, and our outer life, our inner spirituality, all of that depend on him, that ruler, that governor, that controller, the one who wields that infinite Maya power. You know? So tuning to him more devotedly is very, very essential. Finally, our salutations to the Parabrahma Paramatma, telling him that right now, slowly, steadily, only, O Lord, we are understanding and accepting your presence and your glory. And slowly, the Sankalpa, the desire to possess you or obtain you or become one with you. In all these things, let there be perfection, clarity, O Lord. That way, we have remembered all those five Parabrahma, Ishvara, Devatas, Gurus, and Shruti Mata. They must be continuously remembered by us throughout, even after knowing the truth out of gratitude. You know, having said these two, before we take up only two more mantras in our Aitareya Upanishad Adhyanam to conclude and then take up our Shvetashvatara. Today's simple thought for 2-3 minutes is this one. Key, just like in our life, if we see so many things, it's not that we are at zero level. Everything that is required for our life, survival, comforts we have, but not the way they have to be. They are expected to be. Not asha, but expected. Like for example, money, do you have or not? हाँ है, लेकिन उतना नहीं है जितना पूरा जरूरत है. समवेयर समथिंग इज लैकिंग, पूरा नहीं है, थोड़ा कम. फॉर सम पीपल दोज आर living in very limitations, little money also is sufficient. That is their different level of maturity and sadhana. We are not considering about them generally. हाँ है, कितना है, बस 10 करोड़ है, अभी 5-6 तो और अच्छा होता. Isn't it? Then we say तबीयत कैसी है, परफेक्ट एकदम नहीं कह सकते, हाँ है, ठीक ठीक. डोंट वी से ठीक ठीक चल रहा है, एंड इट इज ट्रू ऑल्सो. which day which part of the body will trouble, we don't know. We have to keep on monitoring on. So too, wife, husband, children, how are they? And nobody says the worst and useless in the whole universe. Very rare. And nobody can say also कि wow, what a great people are. हाँ है, ठीक है, बढ़िया. उतने लायक नहीं है, बट उतने नालायक भी नहीं है. डोंट वी से है, दे आर देयर, बट सो टू द हाउस, ठीक है, बट और एक बेडरूम होता तो बढ़िया होता, या और एक फ्लोर. आर यू हैव रिलेशंस, हाँ ठीक ठीक है, सिस्टर कभी आती है जाती है, भैया दूज पे आकर मिठाई खिला के जाती है, रक्षाबंधन में मैं जाकर राखी बंद कर आता हूँ. नॉट दैट दे आर नॉट देयर एंड दे डोंट लव मी, दे आर देयर, दे लव मी, बस आना जाना होता है, बट नॉट परफेक्ट. So too the friend circle. Yeah, yeah, good friends. They are there, but then they could have been little better also. So we have, but not so sufficiently to the brim level or satisfaction level. चलता है वो जिंदगी. The same thing happens to us in spirituality also. Not that we don't have anything. We have many of the things, but the point to be noted today is not sufficient enough. Like now we are good, but not good enough. Isn't it? Like few things we discuss about today. One is, do we have Shastra Jnana or not? We can't say zero. कुछ भी नहीं बताया, इतना नहीं कर सकते, मेरी बेइज्जती होगी अभी इतने साल के बाद। है, बट देन नॉट एज ग्रेटली एज इट हैज टू। व्हाट स्पिरिचुअलिटी रिक्वायर्स इज मैक्सिमम। थोड़ा थोड़ा में जैसे संसार में सब चलता है ना, स्पिरिचुअलिटी भी वैसा नहीं होता, वो चलेगा ही नहीं। और यू कैन से इन द samsara, as we listed out the items now, we keep on trying to improve them. Here also we have to improve them. First thing is this: do we study shastras or not? हाँ पढ़ रहे हैं, लेकिन उतना नहीं जितना पढ़ना चाहिए। जितना शास्त्रों का ज्ञान है का है, लेकिन उतना नहीं। सडनली आप पूछोगे भगवत गीता में 19वां अध्याय में क्या है, आई कांट टेल। I can't even tell that there is no 19th chapter. Next thing is very, very essential. Ki, do we have pakka knowledge about the self, having studied the Shastras? The knowledge about the reality, the self, the Brahman, in his entirety, with full clarity, conviction, authority, quotations. We can't say we have nothing of it, but we have, but not sufficient enough. That, as we said in the introduction today, before that, authentically we say that Brahman alone is real and I am that alone. Everything is that Brahman alone. Everything else is mithya. This information we have, but not pakka. है ना, सब्जी बना लेकिन कच्चा कच्चा, चावल बना लेकिन कच्चा कच्चा, घर कच्चा घर है, पक्का नहीं, रोड डाला लेकिन पक्का नहीं है, कच्चा है, दोस्ती पक्की नहीं हुई है, कच्ची है, शादी चल रहा है, बात अभी पक्की नहीं। Don't we say so too? Kacha kacha we have. It has to be intense word. Pakka. Then most important thing in life is what? These Shamadhi Shatka Sampada or the Sadhana Chatushte Sampada. Viveka. Hai ki nahi? Vairagya. Do we have or not? Mind in control, Shama. Senses in control, Dhamma. Natural withdrawal, patience, forbearance, faithful, then remembrance of goal, then desire of mumukshuta, and desire to get liberated. We have, but the problem with you and I is they are very, very vague, very light. They are not deep enough required. We have to realize this is the main point where we have to sort out in our next 2-3 years' time. All our efforts should be now to make the things pakka pakka, which are kacha, which are very essential. And those who have less money, they make ghar kacha. Just bas eat patthar lagaye, eat laga. Then they do the cementing. That's it, plastering. When the money comes, now they do the whitewash. More money, chalo, painting, distemper. We used to be like that only, 50 years ago. Ab paise zyada ho gaye, therefore, aish aaram. But in those days, we stayed 7-8 years in the place where there is no flooring. बस the cow dung का पानी डाल के करते थे. After many years, then that flooring is done of those types of stones. Remember that one? ऊबड़ खाबड़ होता था. Not a polished stones like you today we have. Only in one room. Another room again like that. And Brahmda outside to always kacha only. No. Slowly as it money comes, then one by one they do. Same way, our life's aim now should not be satisfied with any of these things, very, very kacha and superficial. That won't help us. That is why in every of the Shastra, if you study, that specific word is used for all qualifications, even doing sadhanas. The specific word used is Tivra, Tivra, Tivra. The other two are Madhyama, 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 or the Manda, Manda, Manda. Like in Yoga Darshanam, we have seen. For the Manda Adhikari, Ashtanga Yoga. For Madhyama Adhikari, the Kriya Yoga. But the Tivra or Uttama Adhikari is the Abhyasa Vairagya. Like Arjuna was never that doesn't want to know or listen. He heard from Bhishma and Drona so many. But Jignasa is not as Tivra as it was earlier, like in the Kurukshetra Yuddha. Tivra, Shishyasteham, Shadivam, Tvam Prapannam. When the Jignasa was Tivra, Bhagavan also brought the summary of the entire Upanishads and put it in the mouth of the calf called Arjuna. है ना सर्वोपनिषदो गावः दोग्धा गोपालनंदनः पार्थो वत्सः सुधीः भोक्ता दुग्धम गीतामृतम महत्. So to Parikshit, not that he doesn't know, that especially as if nothing is known. अरे जिंदगी भर क्या करना है, especially at the time of death, what to do. He knows, but vaguely. Now he has got Pakka he wants to know. Then the Pakka Guru came. Pakka he taught Shukadevji intensely, deeply. And he also heard with a Tivra Jignasa. The result is that which was not achieved by him throughout life, whatever was his age, 7 days mein ho gaya. Like, didn't we had our desire for Rama Mandira? We had, but the Tivra Ichha was not there. Yesterday, the post consecration, the Prime Minister was talking on this point. Our efforts were not sufficient. Lord Rama should protect us. Say, do the forgiving us. Kshama kare hamara. He spoke it. That time, 14 years people waited. We had to wait for 500 years. It is our mistake. Lord Rama should protect. It's a very good, powerful thought it was. Every time some new thought he speaks. Deva say Desha, Ram say Rashtra. Good thoughts there all. Political stunt I was up. अब सारे 700 important 7,000 VVI को बुलाया ना सबको लगा if he is there then things will happen. Now they will select him एक और 5 साल के लिए. He will be, that's required also, doing good work, no doubt. So ये सब नाटक सबको पता है ही, clearly दिखता है, but good. Devotion भी है, this भी है. As that Swami was talking about Rajarshi and all, good ideas. So the pakka intention was there. Therefore, the Prakriti also cooperates, that Samishti also cooperates, the divinity also cooperates. More important is all our personalities we will be able to control, master, tune for the goal in hand. If you see that ceremony yesterday, as I told you in one of the classes, thank God in this government's time we got Rama Mandir. Anytime it would have got. दूसरे गवर्नमेंट टाइम बोलता तो इतना बढ़िया करने नहीं देते प्रोग्राम. छुटमुट करना पड़ता था. नहीं तो yesterday it was Deepavali only, the first Deepavali, as if not second. I was watching everywhere. रात में 11 तक पटाखे चली रहे यहाँ. So much of Rama Bhaktas, and because it was done in that way, Ayodhya and all. I was listening to the interview of so many people. क्या आनंदित हो सकते, ओह रो ही रहे थे कुछ लोग. Because in this government time, we got it, could do it in such a big way. Select again, let Krishna Rama Mandir also, Krishna Shiva Mandir come. So to आगे जाकर, for thousands of years, Sanatana Dharma should be so strong. Whether it is Article 370, कुछ भी कहो, the pakka, the international affairs we see everywhere. So what we have to understand is we are not at all zero in any of our spirituality, but we are not sufficient. Okay. So these 4 things let us remember. 1, Shastra Adhyanam Pakka. 2, with that very clear amount, our Laksha is Parabrahma only. Pakka hona chahiye, not tentative. Meaning of Pakka means Hamesha yaad rehna. It should be remembered so much that it should force us always to take up some or the other sadhana all the time. The third thing is very, very essential is sadhana chatushte sampada. Each one of them are to be so perfect. अब क्या एग्जाम्पल कहूँ मैं, सडनली मेरे को ये एग्जाम्पल आया, लाइक ए दुल्हा. Every of you is suit to, coat to, boot to, everything is perfect. उनका मेकअप, उनका जो है बांधते हैं, all of that, घोड़ा गधा on whatever he sits. Don't you see all that? Same way, हमें like a दुल्हा सजना है हमको. And what is sajna? This one. The sadhana chaturche sampase sampanna adhikari. None of those qualities, not that we are zero, but not sufficient enough. Then two more important things. Two very essential. We'll talk about them. One is what? देखो, in spirituality, sadhana जब करना होता है ना, one of the important thing is त्याग, है ना? उपाधि त्याग, भोग त्याग. This is the only place where we lag behind and suffer. Like 1 hour we have done Tyaga now. Therefore, we are able to be in the class. But after that, why are we not able to study? Why are we not able to sit on the Dhyana Avastha and enter into those deep meditations? Both of us, you, me, and I. Because the Tyaga is not so pakka that we are able to give up all those things, whether it is called taking rest or wanting to sleep. ये सारे जो भोग है, ये सब भोग ही है. योग के अलावा एवरीथिंग इज भोग, है ना? सिटिंग, रिलैक्सिंग, कप ऑफ कॉफी 20 मिनट, नाश्ता 1 घंटा, आर दे नॉट कंज्यूमिंग टाइम, अटेंशन. देन टाइम तो रुकता नहीं मनुष्य का, कुछ करो या ना करो. Whether you start or not spiritual sadhana, time won't stop. Whether you continue or not, time will not stop. Whether you reach or not, time will not stop. Therefore, the time is only given for us to start sadhana, to continue till we reach the goal. But for that, everything else we have to have you do the tyaga. We can't do the tyaga of the other entertainments. Personal. When these we can't do tyaga, how can we do the tyaga of sarvadharman pariteja type? Yes, my dear boy, I have to take care of you, but then my mind has gone into that vairagya. I'm going for sadhana. I pray to God, Guru, for your sake. Dekho, whatever I am giving you, no more I am attached to you now. Let me go for my sadhana. वो वाला कब होगा? Not that we don't have tyaga, but not sufficient enough. Because of this only, in total, our total picture as spiritual sadhaka is not pakka enough that the gurus, the Lord, their attention is on us for extra special blessings to us. Because we don't deserve. Like in the yesterday's invitations, the one part is those who are related to Rama. Second part are those who have really done for the country good laurels they brought. Third, who are required for his political whatever stunt. कोई एमएलए एमपी को नहीं बुलाया, बट इनको बुलाया. But then all of on them the attention was there. Maximum VIPs were invited. It could have been more. What is the meaning there? They all were in the attention, isn't it? And good to see all simple, everybody Ram Bhakta. All these great Mahatmas who speak on dayas, सबको मैं लाइन में देख रहा था. Our PM was going there and they were all doing wishes to him and blessings. It was a good scene to see. That's okay. But today's our lesson is what? Everything what we are doing is perfect. Means as things to be done. But they are not done perfectly, pakka. Intensifying these things will be our goal in the next few years. More than studying Shastra, what is great? Nothing. Therefore, इसी को intensify करो. And other sadhanas, whatever we are doing of japa, tapa, upasana, वही तो करना है, but intensely. This should be our attention. And for that, the most important is intense desire to know the truth. दिन रात वही समझ में आना है, याद रहना. Then only the intensity in tyaga. Without tyaga, nothing will happen. Then only the intensity of walking the path. We don't have those intensities. Therefore, either fears or the temptations keep on overpowering us. है कि नहीं? एक दफा नहीं खाना खाया तो इतना डर लगता है शुगर डाउन हो जाएगा वगैरह. दैट इंटेंसिटी वी डोंट हैव. अरे 1 घंटा 2 घंटा ध्यान नहीं किया तो मिस हो जाएगा. पहले तो कमिटमेंट ही नहीं है रिगार्डिंग साधनास. So those things if we can improve upon, I think we can do better. Because we have to be accountable, when the God Guru is blessing us with so many hundreds and thousands of classes. Yesterday, 6,000 classes हो गए हमारे online. And we have started new very sublime text of Yoga Vasishta. And Upanishad also concluding. Ishakena Kata Prashna Munda Manduke Aitareya 8th Upanishad. So we have to look into ourselves humbly, simply. Have we gone to reach to the heights expected? Nahi. So therefore, let us refine our efforts. Like in the worldly development also, science, technology, Hamesha, they look for improvement. And there's always scope for improvement. Here also we can try that. Om, Om, Om. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhetamastu ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Vamsarusibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhyah. Om Nidhaye Sarva Vidyanam Vishaje Bhavaroginam Gurave सर्वलोकानां श्री दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः. ओम शंकरं शंकराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्य कृतौ वंदे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः. ओम श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्. ओम गुरुपुङ्गवपुङ्गवकेतनते समतामयतां नहि कोऽपि सुधीः. शरणागतवत्सल तत्त्वनिधे भवशङ्करदेशिक मे शरणम्. ओम ब्रह्मानंदं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम्. एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि. परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्तब्रह्मभक्तियोगधर्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः. अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः. तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोध सिद्ध्यर्थं सनातन धर्म से पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति शांति कल्याण एकता प्राप्त्यर्थम अस्मिन् धर्म संस्थापने निश्चित अस्माकं सह सर्वेषां नित्य निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थम अनेक शास्त्र पारायण अध्ययन मध्ये श्री ऋग्वेदांतर्गत ऐतरेय उपनिषदः पारायणम् आद्य शंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे. ओम मनस्तापदमशान्त्यै यस्य पादनखच्छटा शरदिन्दुनिभाभाति तं वन्दे नीलचिन्मणिम्. ओमत श्री ऋग्वेदान्तर्गत ऐतरेयोपनिषद शान्तिमन्त्रः. ओम वाङ् मे मनसि प्रतिष्ठिता मनो मे वाचि प्रतिष्ठितम्. आविराविर्म एधि वेदस्य माणीस्थ श्रुतं मे मा प्रहासीः. अनेनाधीतेनाहोरात्रान् सन्दधामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतु तद्वक्तारमवत्वतु मामवतु वक्तारमवतु वक्तारम्. ओम शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. ओम अथ पारायणम्. अथ तृतीय खंडः प्रथमोऽध्यायः. स ईक्षते मेनुलोकाश्च लोकापालाश्च अन्नमेभ्यः सृजायिते सः अपः अभ्यदवत् ताभ्यः अवितप्ताभ्यः मूर्तिरजायत. या वै सा मूर्तिरजायत अन्नं वै तत् तदेनत् सृष्टं पराङ्त्यजिघांसत् तद्वाचा अजिघृक्षत तन्नाशक्नोत् वाचा ग्रहीतुं स यद् एनत् वाचा अग्रहयिष्यत्. अभिव्याहृत्य हैवान्नमत्रप्स्यत् तत्प्राणेनाजिघृक्षत तन्नाशक्नोतु प्राणेन गृहीतुं स यद् एनत् प्राणेन अग्रहयिष्यत् अभिप्राण्यः हैवान्नमत्रप्स्यत् तच्चक्षुषा जिघृक्षत तन्नाशक्नोतु चक्षुषा ग्रहीतुं स यद् एनच्चक्षुषा अग्रहयिष्यत् दृष्ट्वा हैवान्नमत्रप्स्यत् तच्छ्रोत्रेणाजिघृक्षत तन्नाशक्नोत् श्रोत्रेण ग्रहीतुं स यद् एनत् श्रोत्रेण अग्रहयिष्यत् श्रुत्वा हैवान्नमत्रप्स्यत् तत्त्वचा जिघृक्षत तन्नाशक्नोत् त्वचा ग्रहीतुं स यद् एनत् त्वचा अग्रहयिष्यत् स्पृष्ट्वा हैवान्नमत्रप्स्यत् तन्मनसा जिघृक्षत तन्नाशक्नोत् मनसा ग्रहीतुं स यद् एनत् मनसा अग्रहयिष्यत् ध्यात्वा हैवान्नमत्रप्स्यत् तच्छिष्णेनाजिघृक्षत तन्नाशक्नोत् शिष्णेन ग्रहीतुं स यद् एनत् शिष्णेन अग्रहयिष्यत् विसृज्य हैवान्नमत्रप्स्यत् ओम शांति 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 ओम अथ तृतीयोऽध्यायः फ्रेंड्स important sentence is सर्वाणि एव एतानि प्रज्ञानस्य नामधेयानि भवन्ति न स्वतः साक्षात्. If this one thought is caught, we are into the groove of grasping Vedanta. To that extent, our vagueness is translated or changed into the clarity. Prajnanasya namadheyani nasvatah means there is prajnana, there is antakarana, there are vruttis in antakarana. The vruttis belong to antakarana. Antakarana is nothing but the dualized or extroverted Shuddha Chaitanya only. So, example, if you listen carefully, you catch. Like wave and bubble. Let us take these two. These two are the namadheyani of the water. Isn't it? Names of water. Two things we have to know. One is what? Water per se by itself has no nama as wave or bubble. Swataha no. It is beyond. So to wave and bubble, na swataha cannot be there without the substratum, the water. Na swataha they are. Now what is there? Water in the form of the wave is what we are seeing. Wave superimposed on the water we are seeing. This is the state of delusion. Ignorance and delusion. पहला ignorance होता है, then delusion. After the delusion of seeing the water as a wave, then the subsequent projections of the mind start. Ki it is good, it is wonderful, it is beautiful. All of them are unwanted projections of the mind. But after that, goodness or badness is superimposed, then the liking, the disliking. These are all delusion created misconceptions. Really, depending on that, we are doing everything which is not required, which is going to bind us. All those doings are karma. We are bound by karma phala. There's nothing in this world to be done, to be achieved, to be liked, to disliked, as good or bad. Nothing. Only prajnanam and its namadeya. Our goal is the beyond namadeya wala prajnanam. Okay? Water in the form of wave and bubble is not our Atman to be identified with. The Atman to be identified is pure water without Namarupa. Understood? This is what is the inquiry these Adhunatana Jignasu Mumukshu Viragins they were doing. So pure self not known alone appears as Antakarana and subsequently Vruttis. The Antakarana Vrittis alone appear as the Indriyas. Indriyas are seeing the outer world, which is also expression of Paramatma in an objective manner. And we have to discover the self. Self is subjective. Therefore, we inquire the self, discover it, then we will know even that which is appearing as object, outer world of Shabda Sparsha also is same Paramatma. So Naswataha Prajnanasya Namadhyani. So the next question is what? Where is that point where the Antakarana is becoming Indriyas? Where is that point where the consciousness is becoming or appearing as Antakarana? If you are subtle enough, deep enough to meditate to such level and the arrest of the happening of Chitta as Indriyas or the self as Chitta, we have understood what is Vedanta. So here, very clear traditionally from the beginning of time, this is sadhana. What is this? This is discovered as anatma and said neti neti neti. This is understood as atma and said soham soham soham. Neti neti practice removes our attachment identity with these anatmas. Soham soham throughout our practice takes us nearer to the self experience. Here also, through neti, when we reject them, they disappear because they are not real. By saying soham soham, when I go into that, I experience it because it is real. After rejecting them as non existing, practice with the thought is not required. After experiencing that I am the self, the practice that I am the self, thought practice is also not required because it is direct now to me. Like at the time of the Guru teaching, it is not snake, it is not snake, it is rope, it is rope. You have to do. But through the right Brahmana, when we really experience the rope as rope, do you need further to say it is rope? Do we need further to say that it is not snake? Facts reveal हो गए ना वहाँ. Delusion is gone, ignorance is gone. Ignorance is of the rope, delusion is of the snake. अब चले गए तो जरूरत नहीं है अभी. That is called as Atma Sakshatkara. That is called Aparoksha Anubhuti. That everything is Brahman and that is me. Our Vedantic goal is this one. And as we saw in introduction, in this knowledge we have to become Pakka. And one thought we missed in the introduction is, what is that which inspires us in giving us information and in trying to make everything Pakka is only our regular study of Shastra. है ना? Interesting, very, you may feel bad about it, but I want to share it for my sake also. हम दोस्त बन गए कह सकता हूँ. When we listen 5, 6, 7 years Shastras regularly, yet nothing happens, in a sadhana, एक बात होती है, something will happen in us. What is that? शर्म आने लगता है. Now, why I said it is a very objectionable thing from your side is, what it means is, those who never study the Shastra, they are बेशरम. उनको शर्म भी नहीं आएगा क्योंकि पढ़ ही नहीं रहे ना. They are not studying. They don't feel that कि यार we are not studying Shastra. They are डूबे हुए हैं in the samsara. They are 100% बेशरम. We are studying now how many years? अभी शर्म नहीं आता. You have not discovered the self. Then what it makes? No, I must do sadhana. This is called krupa. I must reach to that goal. At that time, our comparison with all those who are working hard, doing great sadhana, reaching heights, if they can, why not we? Like in your own business field also, after few years of business, profits are not good, you feel sharam, अरे क्यों नहीं हो रहा? Then you put extra efforts to really grow. At that time, you compare with all big shots in that business world. One of the big benefits I found in studying Shastra so regularly is Sharam aane lag raha hai. Isn't it? The grace of God, Guru, Shruti Mata, how much we are intensely using. Where is that mumukshata? Where is the deep jignasa? Where is the tyaga? Pakka kidhar hai? Where is sadhana? So now the prayers are only this. Bhagwan, please make everything is pakka, kacha kacha hai, baat nahi ban raha is. And clear thing is, You have nothing to do or achieve outside anything. What is required is inner only. मैं ऐसे कल देख रहा था, so many sadhu mahatma and patch I could observe from distance who is पूरा पक्के हुए हैं, पक रहे हैं, अध पक्के हैं, शुरू किया है, or just looking at, not that I have decided and I can do all as if I know something, nahi, but just observing. But then all are in one group of spiritual sadhana at distant different levels. So it gave me an idea and inspiration. What should be my approach? So the result of Shastra Adhyanam is this one. Clear? So what is the thought total? Ki prajnanasya namadhiyani bhavanti na swataha sakshat. So with this, we should have very clear understanding. The entire antakarana vrittis along with antakarana is nothing but by matter, pure consciousness only, but conditioned in the form of dualized antakarana, where jnata jnanam is there, jnata jnayam, and in that the antakaranas, multitude of modifications in the form of vrittis. Remember, very important thing, pot is nothing but shaped mud only. So too, vrittis are nothing but shaped antakarana. Like waves are nothing but shaped water. Other than water is nothing. Like when you wash your clothes before ironing, how many wrinkles are there? So many. What are the wrinkles of the shirt? Are they anything other than the shirt? No, no. It's on the shirt only. Good example. In the same way, vrittis are nothing but modified antakarana. Antakarana is nothing but objectified conscious self. These things, when we become clarified, then devalue the vrittis, quieten the antakarana. Introverted, we become to search the true self. In the experience of the self, antakarana either dissolves or will be known that everything is that self only. This is the state of Paramatma, where when he is with himself, he alone is there. When he himself does sankalpa, he alone expresses as the world. He knows it. So, immanently, I alone am the world. Transcendentally, I am alone. That is what is the theme of all Upanishads, more specifically this Upanishad, because it started with there was nothing, only Bhagavan was there. He alone thought and he only projected the world, and he alone is there in and through that. That is the point we are coming now to. Atma va idamekam agre asit na anyat kinchana mishat. वहां से स्टार्ट किया ना. That is why, by repeatedly listening and doing manana, the clarity of this understanding should come. And that understanding should stay in us. And that should inspire us in knowing and doing sadhana. What sadhana to be done? Usko janna hai, karna hai. Now do things only. Stop the chitta from becoming sense organs by rejecting the sense objects. Right? And this yoga darshana, what happens? Indriyas swavishaye not involved, then they have become one with the chitta samyatam. Yesterday, day before, or 2 3 days back. What is the meaning of pratyahara? Pratyahara is swavishaye, when the indriyas are not involving, then they become one with the chitta. Indriyanam parama और चित्त वशीकार इव चित्त के साथ एक होना. So by rejecting Shabda Sparsha Rupa Rasa Gandha, the powerful expression of the Jnanendriyas is reduced. By reduction of the life lived at the Indriyas, we come to the Chitta Vruttis level. When the Vruttis also are quietened, again by Viveka and Vairagya, the calm and quiet Chitta, now it has to search its own source. That chitta, calm and quiet, freed from all thoughts, in Yoga Darshanam is called as Ekagra Chitta. That Ekagra Chitta, when it is turned towards the inner self, in the discovery of the chitta self, chitta dissolves. That's called as Niruddhata of the chitta. In yoga, do the vritti nirodha, then Swarupa Avasthana. In Vedanta, discover the self, then the chitta and vritti, they themselves go away. Isn't it? Both of them work. When I focus on this self intensely, then the chitta gets automatically eliminated. Or when the chitta vrittis are fully niruddha, अब क्या बचा है? Swarupa Avasthana. But remember, we have studied it in a here also again in Yoga Darshana, the kala of chitta vritti zerifying and realizing self as per yoga. As Vedanta, realizing self, therefore, chitta dissolution are simultaneous. Not even a microsecond gap will be there. That's why either by doing vritti nirodha, enter into Atma Chaitanya, or in trying to enter into Atma Chaitanya, having entered, dissolve the chitta. Whichever is suitable to us, we can do. Okay. But the point is this one, we have to grasp. So the quotation given for this explanation that everything is prajnanasya namadheya is prananneva prano nama bhavati. One example. And in the text, in the Upanishad, many of these type are told. Pranan prano nama bhavati. Because of pranana kriya, he is called as prananam. Otherwise, like I told you, because it is allowing us to sit, we are calling it as chair. Because it is allowing us to put something and write, we are calling it as table. But is there anything chair or table apart from the plastic or wood, whatever? Nothing. See, this should give us a beautiful subtle thought. Ki, the entire world of happenings as we see through the Indriyas is nothing but name on the Paramatma only. As we gave example, the ripple, bubble, the tide, the wave, all of them are names of water. The earring, nose ring, necklace, bangle, names of the gold. That is what in Rogu Gita, everything is rejected as nothing other than Brahman. You know, na Brahma, na Shiva, na Rudra, na Vishnu. कल के क्लास में we have seen in 26th chapter. What is the meaning said there? Anything other than Brahman is unreal. Pure Brahman. That is our goal. Having experienced Him, then see everything, appear as everything, it won't bother. Then at that time, this clicks. That the reality remaining same on Him, the projection rejection is a play or leela. How and why? How is? Because of Shakti. Why? Because it's a play he wants to do. Please remember, दो नो लड़के लड़ रहे हैं बच्चे क्यों लड़ रहे हो तुम पूछते हो ना then if they tell that उसने मेरा ये चुराया that fellow has beaten me then you will become more inquisitive more serious about it but if they say time pass के लिए लड़ रहे then you won't even bother about it questions end in the same way why creation time pass then the questions end that is the solution there regarding creation the answer is the ending of the question why this creation how this creation here in the creation as much meaningful or meaningless is the creation so much is meaningful or meaningless is the dissolution. Therefore when creation and dissolution are of equally meaningful or meaningless in between the entire modifications also are of same value or no value. Value is the Leela value. No value is it is just happening. In the Mandukya, that topic we are discussing. Then why the world expressing? Question mat pucho. Why the water appearing as wave? It's Swabhava, that's it. When you say it's Swabhava, it means don't ask the question. Realize the water. That is liberation. Know the self, that's liberation. Why are you bothered about the Srushti is there or not? Why it is like that? And it's very sublime. Huh? I mean, Abhi Panchasal. When you study deeply the Yoga Vasishta, these answers will come to us. Answers to these questions will come. Answers are there's no answer, drop the question. I told you long back, Vibrasnina, how the husband, wife is happy with the husband because she understood he cannot be changed, accepted. Then she develops the art of how to make a ullu out of him and take whatever she wants. She is a successful wife. Many of them are that way. Luckily, they are uneducated, but by birth they are more intelligent. Less educated, more intelligent are the women. Men are more educated and buddhu. And we think we are great and all. Nothing doing. क्वेश्चन ही नहीं है बट योर husband is like this and like that. हाँ पहले शुरू में 1 year I tried to tell him. I understood. He neither will change nothing. I said चलो इसके हो गया अभी करवा चौथ बंद कर दिया मैंने. There's no question. For the onlookers, it looks like, isn't it? But she accepts. In the same way, nothing to be asked. Okay, now after this is done, now the same pure consciousness, earlier as it was said as Indriyas as well as the Antakarana and its vrittis, now he himself is everything that is seen. That level we are taken. This is called as Brahma Jnana. What was said earlier is Atma Jnana. Vyashti Drushti was told that in what we are, nothing but Antakarana and its vrittis, no? All of that is the conscious self only, called as Prajna. बता दिया ना अब सेम थिंग एट द समष्टि में बता रहे सो दैट इज आत्मज्ञानम दिस कॉल्ड एज ब्रह्म ज्ञानम दैट इज द व्यष्टि इज नथिंग बट द आत्मन Brahman, samashti also is nothing but the Atman Brahman. That is what is said in this mantra trick. We will chant it today. Tomorrow we will straight away take the Bhashya of it. One day it will take. Then the fourth mantra, 1 or 2 days. So by 3 or 4 days, we can do this one. Let's make a chanting. Esha Brahma, Esha Indraha, Esha Prajavadihi, Esha Ete Sarve Devaha. इमानि च पंचमहाभूतानि पृथ्वी वायुराकाशः आपो ज्योतिंषि एतानि इमानि च क्षुद्रमिश्राणि इव बीजानि इतराणि च अंडजानि च जारुजानि च स्वेदजानि च उद्भिजानि च अश्वाः गावः पुरुषः हस्तिनः यत्किञ्च इदं प्राणि जङ्गमं च पतत्रि च यच्च स्थावरं सर्वं तत् प्रज्ञानेत्रम प्रज्ञाने प्रतिष्ठितम प्रज्ञानेत्रो लोकः प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठा प्रज्ञानम ब्रह्म सो दिस लास्ट लाइन जो है ना व्हाट इज दैट दैट प्रज्ञानेत्रम प्रज्ञाने प्रतिष्ठितम प्रज्ञानेत्रो लोकः प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठा conclusion is prajnanam brahma these 5-6 words are the ones where we have to pause and deliberate as deeply and as many times as possible and required for nothing but a clear understanding, clear conviction. No vagueness can do from now. We try to deeply understand everything what we are studying. And in the deep understanding, only ignorance and delusion go away. Otherwise, only at the ear level we heard Shastra, other life is under ignorance of self, delusion of the world as real. We continue to be Karta Bhokta Samsara. Very, very powerful are these few words. Like then the next mantra also. Pausingly, aram se, let us do the Adhyayanam. Thank you. Om, 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 Om. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamādāya Purnamevāvasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Paramarshibhyo Parabrahmane Shruti Matre Namah Tat Sat Brahma Arpanamastu. Thank you, friends. Narayana.